Hello, welcome back. We've got a press build available. We've popped through to the next morning. Joey Willis is called in sick, but let's not delay. Let's jump in here and see just how well this is doing. Now, I do have to say the followers, I believe, jumped up a good amount. So hopefully that's an indication how this went. We got our hands on Weem Tunes 1.0 from Weem Inc. Let's see what they have to offer. The target demographic doesn't really know who Weem is. Yeah. We haven't really heard about them, blah, blah, blah. It looks amazing and boasts a decent feature set. It does not have a release date. Oh, man. Fingers crossed this could be really good. Now, they say it looks amazing, and we're not really seeing the bug fixes kind of crank up as if there's, you know, a lot more. Granted, I'm saying that and people aren't here yet. Okay, let's get people to work. I think what we're going to do is we're going to jam through today looking at bugs, just like this. So we're definitely finding some more bugs. I think what we'll do is we'll do another review first thing in the morning. I think that would be a good thing. Yeah, the followers are just going up, up, up. That's great. Yeah, let's jam through this. Tomorrow morning, we're just going to kind of jump right to it. Let them get as much as they can. Okay, so hold on a second. Pause. We have an IT issue. Call in IT support. Let's make this 7 and see if they'll adhere to that. The laptop is smoking. It's the marketing guy. He's making tons of calls. All right, we'll go ahead and skip to the next day here. Jump this in. Okay, there you go. Thanks, IT. Much appreciated, Stella Fowler. Cool. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's set this up. We're gonna do. Oh wait, we can't do a review. You've been saying that these last few seconds, haven't you? You're not gonna be able to do it, Weem. All right. Should we release it? Should we do this? I mean, Now, when we go to release, we are going to have to print copies. That's going to be a thing. It's going to ask us, and I'm not super familiar with how that works, but I'm trying to think. Like, it may not go well, and we kind of need to be prepared, right? Let's go ahead and bring up some projects real quick. Ooh, look at all these game asset projects. 48,000. Look at that. I'll get that done same day. 49K. Yeah, we're mediocre. Yeah, we're gonna take that one for sure. I think I'm just gonna do that one just to be safe. So let's go ahead and switch these guys out. That's not what I wanted. We want you to be artists today on the project 2. Yes. Go ahead and work on that. And in the meantime, we're going to continue to crank out bugs, and at the end of the day, I think we may do the release, which will trigger the question about printing copies. Now, we need money to print copies. I don't think we need a ton. I think like 10K or something might do it, and we're about to bring in a good chunk of money on this project. Should be about 50K, maybe like 47 or something. So let's go ahead and jam. Everybody is working, right? No Z's? Cool. Now, one thing... Okay, we do. Got it. Yep, we're just going to watch that art go down here all through the day. We may get it done. It's going to get close. We may not make it. Nope. 0.26. That's fine. We're going to have to carry into tomorrow. That's okay. You're heading for bankruptcy. And now Mason's called in sick. And we've got Joey asking for money. I just keep accepting all and closing. I keep going ahead and like paying the raises. Why not? They deserve it. Such hard workers. Let's call them cleaning at some point. Okay, so the art is just about there. I don't want to jam this too fast because I'm going to miss it. Yeah, there we go. Just count this down. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Pause. Perfect. Promote this. We're going to get to release this here. Oh, man. I wish you'd get a bonus for releasing early. Like, it's possible. I have to look at the project, but I don't think so. I don't think there's a bonus for that. I'm going to let this kind of go through slowly here. Yeah. Look at the followers, over 4,000. Very cool. Okay, there you go. Beta, no bugs to fix. Let's go ahead and release this thing. So there's 46,971. That's a nice, good chunk of money. Especially if we jump in here and we see that, like, the salaries, you know, 16, 13, that's like big chunk of the money. So we just paid like a couple months salary. very, very nice. And of course, I could take another one. We could totally take another one right now. And I think we actually might. I think we may just do that. Because we're going to release at the end of today. That's the plan right now. But there's no sense in not taking another one of these because there's so many of them. 7 months, 10. See, I can totally do this. 7 months. I can do this in like 3. I might be able to do it in 2. It does require that it's good quality. I have been doing great quality on those, right? Outstanding quality on the last one, yeah. Yeah, that was released early and everything. Let's do this. Let's do it. We're feeling cocky. We got this. Yeah. Cool. Let's go ahead and crank it. We're just jamming away here. This morning is a interesting morning. We had the marketing guy, Scott, he called in sick today, but the marketing is kind of done. It's pretty much here at the end, and the idea was to release yesterday, but what I thought was, let me put a press release out that, you know, that we're going to release, give a release date, and I didn't want to give it the following month, which would be this month, so I did one more month, and you can see that up here, June 2006. It said, are you sure you're going to be able to do this in 2 months? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to do that. So anyway, that's the idea. What we're going to do is, I think I might even just try to release at the end of this month. In case there's some wonkiness, then it will give me June, hopefully, to correct any issues. But so far, so good. I think we'll go ahead and release this now. Let's do that. Okay, so let's check out this press release. Development on Weem Tunes 1.0 is underway, and it looks decently feature-rich. They used a video to show it off. It's got our full attention. Okay, they plan to release in June. Cool. So that's good. That's definitely good. We've got this big project that I've spent the last 2 months on, and we might be able to finish this one today, but it's not too big a deal. It's not tied to the main project or anything. So basically, at this point, we're just continuing to jam through this. I'm going to watch it go down, and we might get this in today. But otherwise, it's just staring at that art number, ticking down in Bethesda. We got 5 more months, and it's either going to be done, it's going to be done next month, it looks like. Let's go ahead and slow this down. So we're in May. Like I said, I was going to go ahead and try to release this now. So let's do that. We did say June, but I don't imagine there's a penalty for releasing the month before. So let's go ahead and walk through that process. Yes, we want to release it. Do you want to make a marketing campaign for Weem Tunes 1.0? Marketing is crucial. See, we already... Oh, but I think you could do one for having released it now. We don't have any marketing stuff going on, so I think we do want to do this. Let's go ahead and do one. And then we get to choose a budget for this. Let's see. We're going to definitely have to make some more money. I'm not going to do a big budget on this one. Let's just do 10,000, and this is a marketing thing. In order to sell copies of your product, you have to do physical copies. If you don't, yeah. And this is the thing in the game, you can actually set up an area in your building with pallets, print machines, and print those yourselves. It's very cool. Do you want to print copies now? You can always print new copies. So yes, we want to do this now. And we want to do, let's see, how many do we think? This is the tough thing. Like, we've got a number of fans. It did come down a bit, but it was somewhere in the 3,000, 3,500, something like that. So anyway, let's just type that in, 3,500. So you can see that's 7,000. That's not too bad. Now that's lower than what I was expecting to spend. So I might double this just in case there's like a big demand for it. It would be nice for that to be there. So we're going to go ahead and do that cost right out the gate. Yes, and we have this marketing person is not here anymore, but let's just go ahead and switch these guys over to marketing to at least get that started. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then we do have the core team doing support, and they are set. 3 core, all programming, that's good. So we're looking pretty good as far as the scheduling of manpower goes. That's not true, though. That is not true, Weem. You do have the Bethesda project. Okay, the marketing thing is not too big a deal. It's going to get started tomorrow. Let's actually switch them back, because I do want to wrap that up. We want to get that done right away. Get it out of our hair, and it's going to be a a nice chunk of money too. So let's get jamming to June. So this was our official release date for the software, but let's go ahead and pause this. So we have over 1,000 active users. That's pretty good. We do have some bugs we're working on. Let's go ahead and you can see we're at 117. Product has been reviewed. Let's check this out. Weem Tunes 1.0 has been a positive surprise. We can't even imagine how complicated this must be behind the scenes. It runs very smooth. There's so much to experience, and it's passable. It could do with more modern features. It will be competing with the Sound Shop 3 by Bohemia Interactive. So there's another one out there now. It seems the dev left behind some bugs. Okay, so we could have worked out some more bugs, but I think that's okay. So let's actually go to our releases. There's Weem Tunes, the audio guy, active users. The marketing was sparse, so we didn't do all that well there. Loss so far, but I think that's gonna, you know, the more copies we sell, we've sold, you know, a little over 1,000. We did have some refunds, and we obviously have a lot in stock, so hopefully we can continue to sell that. I don't know if like we can change the price on this or anything. That might be something we can do. Details. So anyway, I'm not familiar with this screen at all, but it's possible, I guess. But I'm wondering, because you may have that kind of, you know, idea of saying, well, maybe we sell more if we actually like lower the price. That's here, and I can't edit that. So we may not be able to do anything about that, but anyway, it sold 1,000. You know, I mean, we're in the negatives pretty far here, but who knows? Maybe with the marketing that we're going to start really pouring into this, and as long as we're good on support, maybe we can bring that up. Well, I think that's kind of the moment of truth when you've had your kind of first day, you've got your first sales. We had 18 verified bugs. We fixed all of them. We also went through the marketing campaign for the day. So once we kind of jump to the next day, we're going to see, you know, how we're hit here. Let's do that. Okay, so we definitely went up. The active users is down right now. Let's go ahead and bring up this guy. Take another look at this again. So we have, you know, 980 current users. We had some more refunds, not that many, but we sold a lot more. You know, I can't remember if it was just the active users. I think it was. We had like 1,038. So we obviously sold, you know, hundreds more, but only refunded like 30 or something like that. So it's not bad. But I'm trying to think. I thought we could continue to market it. But that might not be the case because it's gone. But now I'm a little bit nervous because basically it had the marketing, it filled all the way to the end, and I hit end. But I'm wondering if you just leave it there, if it resets back at the beginning. Anyway, I don't see a way to kind of continue to market it. It's something I'll have to look into a bit, but I don't know. If we are kind of continually selling that and we don't have to do a ton of support for this, we can continue to take on new projects and have this kind of running in the background, continually making sales. It could definitely be good. I think we have to switch back to the mode though of working up on contracts again and then just seeing how this goes for us. So I brought up my release, the one that we have, and saw the marketing button. So I go ahead and went ahead. So I go ahead and start a marketing thing, you see? So I got this marketing started, knowing that that's there is great. So we can continue to do that. I put a budget in there to get this thing going. I want to keep trying to push that with help as well. But I really need to finish the art projects of the two that I have here. Once those are done, we're going to switch Joey and Kimberly onto marketing, and those three will just kind of keep cranking on the marketing while Weem and the other two programmers continue to do support and perhaps take on other projects. I just finished one a bit ago. Weem did a very quick logistics one. So anyway, that's where we're currently at. Oh, let's pause because we have inactivity. Can't have inactivity. And I did also just look at this, and you can see we went from 1,400 something up to 18, so we're still selling some. We're moving through that stock, and the refunds are barely moving. It went up a little bit. So far so good. We're still down here because obviously we're putting money into it and making money, but that's okay. As long as this up here is kind of moving up, I'm okay with that. So this morning we're faced with a bit of a decision right now. We're pouring a bunch of money into this. You know, we've got 3 people dedicated to support. I've been dedicating somebody to marketing, trying to get that going. And if we bring this up, you can see that the profit just keeps kind of slipping. Now, it's entirely possible that I could dial 1 or 2 off of support and let this keep going. And then maybe we could start making a profit, but we're not selling a lot of this. The refunds aren't too big a deal. We obviously have a number more in stock, but one of the options that we can do is to trade IP. And when we do that, you can see it says, do you want to sell this IP to Feral Interactive for $96,000? So that's an option. We could take 96,000. I've been doing some projects. You can see we're at 244. I finished one that was 112. That was kind of the big one I jammed through. So anyway, we could do that and it would put us into the, you know, 300,000 mark, and we could continue to just kind of do game asset stuff, maybe some other things as well, or we could even develop something else, but you know, maybe not something as big. The other thing that we can do is we can build something based on that one, which I think we should probably investigate that first and see what that looks like. But what I'd like to do is get at least these 2 projects finished. This one actually is done. We can release that. So $5 grand there. That was actually a very small one. But this one we'll probably have done by probably by tomorrow, and then we can start investigating some options. Alrighty, I just wrapped up the project. 42,000 on that one. You can see we're just under 300,000 at this point. So let's go ahead and jump into here and look at developing software. And what I want to do is, let's see, computer, console, phone. We got some other options here too. Okay, so that's just for this guy, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. Switch that to computer. So if we go to like audio tool, and let's see, not source control. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think there might be something in here where we can base it off of, yeah, make this a sequel. So we could actually make a sequel of this one. The quality actually came out on great on that one. Active users, you can see, is just kind of falling out of the floor, obviously losing money. So let's just say we did okay to that one. You can see that, where are we at? 17 code units. It'd be quite the project. The interest is not all that great. If we selected more, you can see this gets to be really big. So I don't know about this. See, we could basically make a follow-up and it wouldn't take as much time. It is lower than it was before, but that's a big project again. And I almost feel like we can make some decent money doing some contract work. I mean, there's some, you know, different kinds of contracts and stuff we can dig into. I've been really focused on just the art ones, but maybe some ones that require a lot of art and programming, and we could take some of that stuff on, and that might be kind of cool. So yeah, this isn't very appealing to me seeing it in here. Let's really not get into that. So I think what that means is we could think about selling off our IP on this guy. Let's see what it is now. 94, so it didn't really move. That's good. I kind of thought it would be a lot lower. I'm going to go ahead and take this money. We're going to let this go. I don't plan on working on this any further. So let's just go ahead and sell it off. So we're at 387. Very nice. So yeah, we took a loss there. But I mean, overall, there was a lot of learning there and everything, and we're pretty far along towards that goal of 1 million. So let's take a peek at some projects, contracts rather. So let's see, we've got the gaming assets. Now we could take a long project like this. It says 19 months, but when it comes to just straight art like this, I seem to be jamming through it really quick. There's no design phase, it's just art. So I should be able to get through this in no time. And look at that money, 275,000. That is crazy cool. Let's just go ahead and flat out take that one. Now Weem is already set to be artist on project 2, so the 3 of them would get to work on that right away, leaving 2 programmers. So let's look through here. The logistics applications are very simple. Let's see, some web stuff. All of these require art. Kind of looking for something that doesn't require an artist, because then we're not, relying on them. This takes 2 programmers. We're given 3 months to do 382. I think this is probably fine, because if there seems to be an issue, I'm going to want Weem doing the design on this one actually to start it off. That's fine. 46,000. Look at that project. That's a big one. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily as complicated as working on our own. I mean, you are working on this, so we have a long period where we're not making money, not unlike some other stuff we've done. But that's a bit too crazy for me right now. That said, I don't think this one's that bad. Recommends 2 designers, but Weem is actually pretty good. You got 3 months to do it. It does require that it's good. Let's do it. We're going to do that. Valve and Bethesda. We're going to get to work on this. So I want to change this actually to project. Weem is going to switch to project, because he's going to open as the designer there. He's going to put that together. This is all we need for project 2. We can throw these programmers onto project, and we can have them help design. And we don't really need the marketing guy anymore, right? I mean, technically we're good. We're not marketing our own product right now, and so he's just kind of a sink. We lose money by hanging on to him. We're going to go ahead and fire him. Dismiss him, sorry. Well, we're dismissing him. Let's use the proper terms here. So we're going to let him go. And then I think that means we're going to be pretty good to get this stuff started. Now, we don't really have a whole lot of time here. I probably should have waited to start these in the morning. The Bethesda one's not a big deal. I'm going to come in way before that one, but the Valve one, we'll see how it goes. I think with Weem helping on it, should be fine. Let's just go ahead and jam here. Yeah, he's not going to finish the design today, unfortunately. We just had the Valve project finish, so that was an easy 39,000 you can see there. We do have the Bethesda project going. The art is coming along pretty well there. I'm thinking that I'm going to actually switch Weem over to that one, but I'm definitely feeling the whole contractor for hire thing going on here. Just kind of taking projects we want to take on and not having to focus so much on our own project. I do like the idea of that still. I mean, I do think that part's really fun, but having just come out of that, I want to give that a little bit of a break. Let's see, I was switching you to project 2, yes. And I was going to switch you to artist. So yeah, now we have these 2 programmers with really nothing going on. So I probably want to pick up a project for them before I let this clock go. Yeah, I mean, really any of these is pretty straightforward. 3 months, but we require artists there. Okay, let's go ahead and take this one as project. Accept. So that's as project. They're already on project. They're on as programmer. They're going to need a designer, which, okay, fine. I'll do it if I must. Always got to be Weem doing this. Switch this to project. So this is going to be the way of things, I think, for a little while. We're going to do this probably a couple more months, couple projects, looking for some bigger ones and see if we can cross that 500,000 mark. That'd be a nice milestone. You can see we were close to 400,000. We were up above that, closed out a couple projects, and we are getting close on the Bethesda project. This is a big project. As you may recall, we're only 2 units of art away. I actually think that we're going to be able to get this thing done. I had to take Mike off of an artist because it actually gave me the warning that he was causing the quality to drop. His artistry is just not up to snuff there, so I switched him to lead for now. The programmers here actually for today, I've already selected them and told them to go home for the day. Hopefully that gets taken care of before they actually come in. Looks like it did not, though. It didn't. didn't want to take. That's fine. Let's just go ahead and do that here. Send employee home. Kimberly. No. No, I sent the wrong person home. I meant to send these two home. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it's going to come down to one artist today. I don't want to put Weem on there because, as I mentioned, he was kind of messing things up. It looks like his lead, he has nothing to do. He's like, what am I going to do? Lead Kimberly? She's a better designer than I am. On the plus side, he makes no salary, so it's not like I'm sitting there paying him to do nothing. But as I speed up time here with only one artist, unfortunately, it looks like this is going to end up going to tomorrow since I sent him home. What a mistake. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and jam to the next day. Should be able to get this going. Let me pause this really quick. Let me try to send these guys home, the right people home. I could be taking on a project. That's probably what I should be doing, come to think of it. Put Weem on design. So much to be doing, so much micromanagement. But once we finish this, that's a big payday. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it right here. There's obviously a little too much for me to handle going on right now. But next time we're here, we're going to wrap the Bethesda project. That's going to be a big chunk of money. And I probably will be wrapping a project, Weem, along with Mason and Lena will be wrapping up some other kind of programming project. So hopefully that'll all come together at the same time. Maybe next month, so July. And we'll see where we're at that point. Thanks for stopping in and watching. As always, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you then.